before discussing about the instruments like permanent magnet moving coil instruments and the specifications related, current transformer and voltage transformer or potential transformer related, and numerical concepts, and so far the concepts which is present in the syllabus copy which we discussed so far. But what are the topics, what are the contents which we are going to discuss today means, in today we will see about the brief introductory part. Exact, I'm not so elaborated discussing about the complete topic, but a brief introduction. Most of you are familiar with the concept of measurement and instrumentation as far as concerned, but I will discuss about the brief introduction at the first instant, and I will discuss about the definition of measurement, measurement and instrumentation, and next I will discuss about the classification of instruments, various classification of instruments involved, and next we will discuss about the parameters involved in the selection of instruments, and next we will discuss about functions of instruments, and next we will discuss about, and we will wind up the things at the conclusion while discussing the classification of electrical instruments. The concept, okay, the concept of measurements and instrumentation is very very important as far as is concerned. In the gate examination it holds a weightage of 5 marks, subject weightage of 5 marks, and whatever it may be the competitive examination, the pure subject of measurements and instrumentation holds an acute and accurate weightage. So you have to be very keen in following the classes. So after completing the class itself, I will post the recorded video in the WhatsApp, sorry, in the YouTube channel, and I will update the link in your YouTube, and also I will forward the material which I discussed in today's class to your WhatsApp group. Okay, so don't send the query related to the material and all in the chat box. The chat box is almost filled with the materials on discussion. So while going into the proper detail here in the today's introductory concept. So first, before going into the subject of analog devices, so most of you are familiar with this concept of syllabus. That is, 1 second. It is a small network issue. So coming into the discussion of measurement and instrumentation and measurement. So most of you are familiar with the syllabus, right? First chapter discussed about the analog instruments like analog ammeters and analog voltmeters. Second chapter will discuss about the meters, that is moving iron instruments, and next chapters will discuss about the concept of various devices like digital meters and all, and next we will discuss about the instrumentation. Particular in the concept of instrumentation, we will also discuss about transducers in detail. So before going into the detail introductory part, so first, what is meant by the term measurement? What is meant by the term measurement? Measurement is an act. Why we are saying the measurement is an act means, it is a relative comparison. It's not a post comparison analysis, it's a relative quite comparison. That's why I'm using the term quantitative comparison. What we are comparing here, it's a quantitative comparison of a predefined standard variable with an unknown magnitude. That means here, what is a general tediance here, what is a general term here, the concept of measurement deals with the simple term that is called comparison. It's where what we're doing is we're quite comparing the things. We're comparing the predefined standard variable with an unknown magnitude. That means we have to find the unknown magnitude. Okay, in order to finding that unknown magnitude, we are comparing that unknown magnitude with the predefined standard. Okay, with the predefined standard. So here, what is that unknown magnitude? That unknown magnitude which we are going to find, that is called as measurand. Okay, there is a quite difference between measurement and measurand. Measurement is a comparison analysis technique, whereas measurand is nothing but the concept which we are going to find, which is the unknown magnitude. So what is meant by measurand? The thing which we are going to find, the thing which we are going to measure, the physical quantity which we are going to measure. So particularly in the concept of electrical measurements and instrumentation, what are the physical quantities we are measuring? Either it may be the analog meters or it may be the digital meters. We are measuring electrical physical quantities. What are the electrical physical quantities we are measuring? We are measuring the electrical physical quantities like current, voltage and power. Okay, so here in the definition ఏం చెప్తానండి, it's a result, it's a comparison between a predefined standard value with an unknown magnitude, that is nothing but measurand. So what is meant by measurement here? What is meant by measurement here? The variable or the instrumentation variable or the process variable. So how can we define the measurement means? So measurement is nothing but an object of measurement in an instrumentation system. Okay, this is an unknown variable. This is the unknown parameter which we are going to measure. So okay, right? So in general, in a general perspective, how we can define measurement and the measurement is nothing but a comparison. It's a quantitative comparison and it's a quantitative comparison between known variable అంటే ఏంటండి predefined standard. The predefined standard is known as known variable and the measurand is nothing but unknown variable. Okay, right? Is it clear? If you have any doubts with respect to the concept of definition measurement and measurand, you can post the query in the chat box. So how can we analyze the concept of measurand? As I said, in the concept of electrical measurements and instrumentation, our measurand, that is unknown variable which you are going to measure, is nothing but electrical physical quantity. That may be current, that may be voltage, or that may be power. But there are various measurements. When we take the concept of measurements with respect to a fundamental quantities, the measurement of fundamental quantities are like length. The length is nothing but a measurement value. It's a measurement. Mass may be a measurement. Time may be a measurement. So these are fundamental quantities. Okay, and speed is a measurement. Velocity, acceleration, pressure. These are all comes under measurements. So here, that is about the definition of measurement and measurement. And next, if we go to the definition of instrumentation, what is meant by instrumentation? Electrical measurements and instrumentation. Measurement is nothing but a comparison of standard variable with an unknown variable. What is meant by instrumentation? Okay, so instrumentation is nothing but a technology. Okay, it is nothing but a technology which is used to measure the physical and chemical property of a material. Okay, what we are doing? We are measuring as well as we are controlling the physical properties of a material. We are measuring and as well as we are controlling the physical properties of a material. So as far as concerned, we can classify the instrumentation into two types. One is process instrumentation and second one is control instrumentation. So manufacture related conversions and treatment processes, those are all comes under process instrumentations, whereas our things comes under control instrumentations. Okay, so this is about the brief introduction and definition of measurements and instrumentation. Okay, so how can we link up the concept of measurements and instrumentation? So that I formulated into an important note here. See, measurements involve the usage of instruments. Either it may be for physical means, or it may be for the measuring of quantities, or it may be for the measurement of variables. Okay, so the measurements involve instruments, okay, to determine quantities, to calculate variables, to observe the quantities, or to measure the variables. Okay, so that means measurements and instrumentation both are interlinked together. Measurements involve the process of instrumentation for determining the quantities and variables. That's an important thing. That's why I formulated that into the form of an important note here. And next we will discuss about the classification of instruments. Okay, we define the value of measurements, and next we define the concept of instrumentation. We link them, both of them, the measurements and instrumentation. So how can we classify instruments? How can we classify instruments? Instruments can be classified into various types. Here I analyze it here: absolute instruments and secondary instruments. Absolute instruments and secondary instruments. So it's clear, we define the value, define the usage of measurement, and we define the definition of instruments. So how can we classify the instruments? Means instruments will be classified depending upon the variance of application. As a variance of application, instruments will be classified into absolute instruments, secondary instruments, analog instruments, digital instruments, mechanical instruments, electrical instruments, electronic instruments, automatic instruments, manual instruments. Okay, these are various classifications. In general point of view, if we observe the classification of instruments, there is a wide variety or wide range of classification of instruments. Okay, so if we see the absolute instruments and secondary instruments in detail, 1 second. Absolute instruments and secondary instruments. How can we define an instrument quite absolute, or how can we define an instrument as a secondary instrument, or how can we define an instrument as an analog instrument, or how can we define the instrument as a digital instrument? So there are range of varieties. We classified the instrument depending upon its performance, depending upon the field of its application, into 7 categories. First one is absolute and secondary, second one is analog and digital, third one is depending upon the field of application. Okay, depending upon the field of application, we classified the instrument into mechanical, electrical, and electronic. Okay, and next, depending upon the type of inception of instruments, we classified the instruments into manual and automatic instruments. Okay, and depending upon the inception in the sense placing the instruments, can be classified into self-contained instruments and remote indicating type instruments. And sixth type, we discussed about self-operated and power operated instruments, and next we discussed about deflection and null point type instruments. So upon all these, the most important instruments which we are going to discuss in syllabus, that is absolute instruments and secondary instruments. Absolute instruments, how can we define an absolute instrument, or how can we say the instrument is quite absolute? Okay, so if we see here the concept of absolute instrument, the concept of absolute instrument which gives the magnitude of quantity under the measurement of physical constants, that is called as absolute instrument. Okay, absolute instrument, that means here we are measuring the physical constants of an indication. Okay, physical constants of the magnitude, quantities, physical constants are measured here under the classification of absolute instruments. Okay, so next we will what are the various examples of absolute instruments means. This tangent galvanometer is an exact application. Galvanometer is an exact practice. It's an absolute instrument. How can I am saying the galvanometer, particularly tangent galvanometer, is an absolute instrument means, so the magnitude or the quantity which you are going to measure, which is in the terms of a physical constants. That's why I'm saying the tangent galvanometer comes under the classification of absolute instruments. Okay, so second classification is secondary instruments. Okay, so how can we rephrase, or how can we define secondary instruments means? So secondary instruments, so instruments which you are going to construct on the basis of the output we are going to measure. Okay, depending upon the output we are going to measure, the output may be the physical quantity voltage, the output may be the physical quantity current, the output may be the physical quantity power. Okay, depending upon the output measure, the instrument may be classified into instrument can be classified into secondary instrument. So if we compare both of them, if we compare an absolute instrument with a secondary instrument, okay, what is the difference means, the concept of calibration or the measuring the value is one of the important thing here. So here in the absolute instruments, we measure we measure the voltmeter, we measure the voltage, or we measure the temperature, or we measure the pressure. That means we are measuring a physical quantity which has been already calibrated. Okay, so that's why there is a difference between secondary instrument absolute instrument and secondary instrument. So second classification, that is analog instruments and digital instruments. So this is also an important concept which we are going to discuss. So entire first chapter is quite related with respect to the analog meters, that is analog voltmeters, analog ammeters, and all analog instruments. So the analog instruments is having a units of continuous fashion. That means the values which is given on a particular centric scale is having a specific range. If we see the standard voltmeter, DC voltmeter, it is having certain range, 0 volts to 300 volts, 0 volts to 600 volts. Okay, and again, ammeter is also having certain range, 0 to 1.5 amps, 0 to 3 amps, 0 to 6 amps, 0 to 10 amps, and all. That means here the units which we are going to measure of analog nature is having a continuous fashion. Okay, that means here ammeters, voltmeters, wristwatches, speedometers. That means every instrument which is having certain range of a given value in a continuous fashion, that is termed as an analog instrument. Okay, that is an analog instrument. The second classification of type is, that is digital instruments. Digital instruments. So what is a digital instrument? How can we define a digital instrument? Previously we said in analog instruments, analog instrument is having a certain range, a range of variable, 0 volts to 300 volts అని ఒక రేంజ్ ఉంటుంది. యామ్మీటర్ ని చూసుకుంటే ఎలా ఉంటుందండి, 0 amps to 1.5 amps, 0 to 3 amps, 0 to 6 amps, 0 to 9 amps అని ఒక స్పెసిఫిక్ ప్రీ డిఫైన్డ్ రేంజ్ ఉంటుంది. అనలాగ్ వాల్యూ కంటిన్యూస్ ఫ్యాషన్లో ఒక రేంజ్, ఒక ఇన్స్టాంట్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యూ నుంచి ఒక ఎండ్ పాయింట్ వరకు ఒక కంటిన్యూస్ ఫ్యాషన్లో మనకు ఒక రేంజ్ ఉంటుంది. సో డిజిటల్ ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్స్ని అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే, ఇఫ్ ఐ అబ్జర్వ్ ద డెఫినేషన్ ఆఫ్ డిజిటల్ ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్స్, okay, so in the concept of digital instruments, signal is varied in discrete steps, okay, at a finite number of different values at a given range. Okay, so this is about discussion with respect to the analog instruments and digital instruments. And two important classification of instruments, one is absolute, secondary, analog, digital, which we are going to discuss in our subject. So there are various types out there: electrical instruments, electronic instruments, okay, mechanical instruments, deflection type and null type. Most of them we will discuss only in our subject. We were going through absolute instruments, secondary instruments, analog instruments, and digital instruments. So if we observe the applications, advantages with respect to the digital devices, the accuracy is very very high, the speed is very good, and parallax error, the concept of there is no parallax error in the presence of digital meters. Okay, so this is about the classification of instruments. So if we see the next concept, that is selection of instruments. So this is entire thing. First we discussed about the definition of measurement, and next we discussed about the definition of instrumentation and measurement, and next we discussed about the classification of various types of instruments, and now we are going to see selection of instruments. Selection of instruments, how can we select a correct instrument for a particular application? That is objective for selection of instruments. That means ante a type of instrument ni proper instrument, how can we select a correct and proper instrument for a particular application? Okay, most important thing we have to see when the selection of instruments is accuracy. Most important thing is accuracy. Accuracy of a thing is has to be observed, and second thing is second important thing is the final data. So what is the range of the instrument has to be see, and next one is the cost criterion also we have to see, and second thing is data displayed on the instrument, either it is an integrating type instrument, recording type instrument, or integrating type. We will see the particular classification further. Okay, and fifth most important thing we have to see is quantity to be measured. See, these are the parameters which we have to be considered while selecting the instrument for a particular purpose, for measuring a particular quantity. First most important thing is the instrument should be accurate. Okay, so instrument has to be precise while measuring the final data, and the cost criterion has to be important, and second thing is the display of data of that instrument has to be very very important, and last important thing is a constant value, either it is a time invariant value or time variant value. So these are the important points which you have to see while selecting the instrument. So this is very very important concept. Very in many competitive exams we will come across this thing. How can we select an proper instrument depending upon the accuracy, depending upon the final data, depending upon the cost criterion, depending upon the display of data, and depending upon the constant value which you are going to measure, we can select the instrument. And next we will discuss about functions of instruments. Functions of instruments. So what is the functions of instruments? Okay, what is meant by an instrument? Instrument is a device which we are going to measure the unknown value while comparing with the known value. That's the thing, right? What does an instrument do? Instrument is an apparatus. That's what we discussed in the definition. Instrument is an apparatus which compares the unknown value with a standard predefined known value in order to find out that unknown data. Okay, so three types of instruments, three types of functions are there in an instrument. What are the various three types of functions? Means indicating function. Indicating function in the sense the instrument has to show how much, what is the quantity on a particular calibrated scale, value of quantity on a particular calibrated scale. Okay, indication of value. If we connect a voltmeter across the particular line, parallel to a line, it will show how much amount of voltage flowing on the line through an indication of needle while deflecting the needle. Same manner, if we connect an ammeter in series to the line, ammeter will measure how much amount of current flowing in that line by deflecting the needle. That means what is the thing happening in indicating function? Means the quantity which we are going to measure can be seen by the deflection of the needle, by the movement of the needle, by the movement of the needle. So depending upon the function of a Faraday's law, we will see that what is the Faraday's law. Whenever a current carrying conductor placed in the presence of a magnetic field, it will experience certain amount of force, right? So that the same similar thing happens here. So indicating function, what is meant by the term indicating function? Indicating function in the sense the value of quantity can be measured by the movement of a needle on a calibrated scale provided on a particular instrument. That means how much amount of quantity, either it may be voltage or it may be power or it may be current, how much amount of quantity is present in the particular line can be measured by moving the needle on a particular scale, on a particular calibrated scale. That's why it is called as an indicating type instrument. Also in our regular lab practice we can see the voltmeters, ammeters and wattmeters. These are all comes under the classification of indicating type instruments, which shows the quantity which is going to measure through an indicating type function. Okay, so second type of function, that is recording function. Recording function. Okay, so the read, so how, what is meant by recording type function? Means, so there are several cases are there in recording function. So how can we record the, so what is recording function here? So indicating function, what is indicating function? The value which we are going to measure has to be deflected through a needle on a calibrated scale. So what is recording function? So here the instrument continuously records with the help of a pen and ink. That means the measured quantity is recorded on an additional variable with respect to time. Okay, so the potentiometer type instruments comes under this classification of recording type functions. Last important function of the instrument, that is controlling function. Controlling function. So how can we say the concept of controlling function? Means the controlling function, the controlling function is one of the important parameter in a controlling process. There are various types of controlling functions are there. controlling function with respect to the liquid level control, controlling function with respect to the temperature control, and the controlling function with respect to the spring control, damping control, and all. Okay, so we will discuss about the concept of torque, the concept of deflecting torque, the concept of controlling torque, and all. At this concept again, we will discuss about the inception of this controlling function, the inception of this controlling function. So function. So up to now, what we discussed means we discussed about the functions of instrument, indicating function, recording function, and controlling function. So if we see the instrument classification, particularly in previously we discussed about in the last slide we discussed about the functions of instrumentation, that is classification of instrumentation, that is absolute instruments and second instruments and all. So if we classify an instrument depending upon the electrical measurements, how can we classify the measuring instruments means if the instrument measures the physical quantity, electrical physical quantity, that is maybe an ammeter which measures the current. Okay, the instrument may be the voltmeter which measures voltage, and the instrument may be the wattmeter which measures the power. That means here we are again reclassifying the instrument classification depending upon electrical measurements. The instruments if we use for electrical measurements. Okay, and how can we classify the instruments further means first one is absolute instruments. Absolute instruments. Second classification is secondary instrument. Absolute instruments in the sense absolute instruments will indicate the quantity in terms of dimensions, in the times of constants. So these type of instruments are rarely used, mostly used in the laboratory practice. And the second classification is secondary instruments. Secondary instruments. So secondary instruments are those which value the electrical quantity, and that can be determined with respect to a predefined comparison. So how can we define the secondary classification? Again, the secondary instruments are classified into three types: indicating type instruments, integrating type instruments, and recording type instruments. Indicating type instruments. How can we define an indicating type instrument? Okay, previously we said the function, indicating function, indicating function, recording function, and controlling function. Indicating instrument means it will indicate the instantaneous value of an electrical quantity with respect to time, which is measured with respect to time. So this indicating type instrument which we are going to measure at an instant of time, with the help of an calibrated scale with a spindle, that which is called as pointer, so all these ammeters, voltmeters, wattmeters comes under the classification of indicating type instruments. That means these indicating type instruments indicate the value on a calibrated scale with the help of a pointer. So what they will indicate? They will indicate an instantaneous value with respect to time. What is that instantaneous value? The instantaneous value may be current, it may be voltage, or it may be power. Okay, so the indicating type instrument will indicate the value on a particular calibrated scale with the help of a pointer. That indicated value is nothing but the instantaneous value with respect to time, that is of electrical quantity, maybe current or voltage or power, So second type of classification, that is recording type instruments. Already we have seen the function previously, recording function. Okay, so the recording type instruments are those which continuously record the value of an electrical quantity at an instant of time, at a specific period of time, or at a particular selection period of time. What does this recording instruments do means these recording type instruments will measure the value, and as well as it will record the value. Okay, it will record the value on a particular scale. And third one is integrating type instruments. Integrating type instruments are particular instruments which can measure the electricity at a particular instant of time. Okay, that means the total quantity of electricity is measured. The total quantity of electricity is measured at a particular instant of time. Okay, exact application for the integrating type instruments is energy meter. Energy meter is an exact application of your integrating type instruments. Watt hour meter or ampere hour meters is also an application. So if we see the classification of instruments depending upon electrical measurement, on the classification of instruments depending upon electrical measurements, instrument is reclassified into two types: absolute and secondary. Again, secondary instruments is classified into three types: integrating type instruments, recording type instruments, indicating type instruments, recording type instruments, and integrating type instruments. Okay, so indicating type instruments, in the sense, it will indicate a particular value on a calibrated scale. What does it indicate? It indicates an instantaneous value with respect to time. Okay, recording type instruments means it will continuously record the variation of electrical quantity. Okay, it will continuously record the variation of electrical quantity at a particular span of time, at a particular period of time. What is integrating type instrument? Integrating type instrument will measure total quantity of electricity which you are going to deliver at a particular period of time. So that is the difference between indicating type instruments, integrating type instruments, and recording type instruments. Okay, so if we classify the value depending upon the application, if we classify the value depending upon the application, according to the quantity which we are going to measure, instrument will be classified: ammeter for measuring magnitude of current. Okay, quantity of voltmeter, voltmeter is used for measuring voltage. Ohm meters and resistance bridges are used for measuring resistance. Okay, watt meters is for used for measuring energy. Frequency meter is used for measuring frequency measurements. Power factor meters used for measuring the power factors. Okay, so depending upon the kind of current, okay, the kind of current, instrument may be classified into DC instruments and as well as AC instruments. So depending upon the accuracy limits and principle of operation, instruments will be classified into moving coil type instruments, moving iron type instruments, electrodynamometer type instruments, induction instruments, and all. So depending upon the indication type, it may be an indicating type instrument or recording type instruments. Depending upon the application perspective, we have classified the instruments into various types depending upon the quantity measured, depending upon the kind of current, depending upon the principle of operation, depending upon the indication and all. So how can we say the instrument is operated on the principle of operation? Principle of operation, the instrument can be defined or classified again based on the principle of operation. Okay, some of the instruments will operate on the principle of magnetic effect, on operating with respect to Faraday's laws, like ammeters, voltmeters, wattmeters, power factor meters. These are all work on the principle of magnetic effect. It depends upon the Faraday's law. So there are various type of instruments operate on the principle of operation with respect to magnetic effect, that is voltmeters, ammeters, wattmeters, and where thermal effect also. Depending upon the thermal effect, we can classify the um, uh, instruments with respect to ammeters, voltmeters, and chemical effect also. We can classify the instruments with respect to DC ammeters and DC ampere hours meters, and depending upon the electrostatic effect also, we can classify the voltmeters with respect to ammeters and wattmeters. And on magnetostriction effect, there are various types of classifications and principle of operations are there. So but one of the important thing, if we see what is the difference between ammeter and an voltmeter. Okay, so ammeter and voltmeter, both of them will work on the same principle. But the thing is here, the depend when the construction of ammeter has a very low resistance which is connected in series, whereas voltmeter is having very high resistance which is connected in parallel, which is having certain high current. So and that makes the ammeter quite low range when compared with respect to the voltmeter, because the high resistance in voltmeter and the ammeter is having very low resistance, that is also connected in series. That is about today's class. So what is the difference between measurement and measurand? So that's what the thing we discussed in the very first slide. What is the difference between measurement and measurement? That's the doubt someone posted in the chat box. Here, measurement is nothing but an unknown magnitude, which we are going to measure or which we are going to calculate or calibrate. Whereas measurement is nothing but a comparison. We are comparing a predefined value with an unknown value. That unknown value is the measurement which we have to find. So don't get yourself confused with the measurement and measurand. Okay, measurand is an unknown magnitude value. Okay, whereas measurement is nothing but a comparison of known value with an unknown value, known magnitude with an unknown magnitude. Right? Anyone? Right, I will forward this material to your WhatsApp group. That anyone is having any doubt. Right, someone posted. What is the classification of secondary instruments? Secondary instruments already we discussed detail. Secondary instruments is classified into three types: indicating type instruments, integrating type instrument, and recording type instruments. Indicating and integrating type instruments. I'm just scrolling down. Indicating type instruments, integrating type instruments, and recording type instruments. Indicating type instruments, what they will do means they will indicate a physical quantity. What is that physical quantity? The physical quantity may be electrical current, or it may be voltage, or it may be electrical power. Okay, how does it indicate? It will indicate in a particular segmented calibrated scale with the help of a pointer. What does it indicate? It will indicate an instantaneous value with respect to time. So again, with respect to recording type instrument, what does it will do means it will continuously record the variations of electrical quantities at a particular period of time. అంటే ఒక instant of time మనం తీసుకుంటే it will record at that instant of time when there is a variation in the electrical quantity. Okay, if we see the integrating type instrument, it will measure how much amount of current delivered at a particular instant of time. So this is the three classifications: indicating type, integrating type, recording type, with respect to the classification of secondary instruments. Someone posted examples of chemical quantities. Examples of chemical quantities. Already I said in the properties here, properties of principle of operation. Depending upon the chemical effect, we can see here the DC ampere hour meters. So this is one of the integrating type meter. That means how much amount of electricity we consumed at a particular instant of time. That is an application with respect to the integrating type instrument of chemical effect. Okay, right? Anyone? Why we are using analog instruments in the laboratories? We are using the concept of analog instruments. 1 second. We are using depending upon the application. Depending on the application, we are using analog instruments. Means why don't we use digital instruments? So someone posted, keep on posting the same question. So we are using the application. Depending upon the application, depending upon the wide range of application, we are using analog instruments in some of the laboratories, and even in when we see the laboratories with respect to the power electronics and electronic devices and circuits lab, we are also using quite digital instruments like digital voltmeters, digital multimeters. That means depending upon the range of inception, depending upon the range, and depending upon the need, we can use an analog instrument, and we can use a digital instrument. That means at a particular application perspective, we will see the we will select the instrument. So what type, which type is more accurate, analog or digital? We can't say the precise nature of an analog instrument or a digital instrument. So we can say the digital meter is quite accurate because the concept of parallax error can be eliminated with the digital instrument. One of the major setback or one of the major drawback with respect to the analog instrument is parallax error. Parallax error. The parallax error is quite neglected in digital meter, and that makes the digital meter quite accurate. What is meant by calibration? Calibration is nothing but a synonym for measurement. We can say the calibration, or we can use the term measurement. Both are same. Right? Anyone is having any doubt? right, we are still running out of time. So if you have any doubts, just DM to my WhatsApp number. It's present in the group. Right, thank you everyone. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Right.